What it do, what it do, what it do, good people. Coming to you live from Taz TV 410. I'm your host, Taz Dean. I ain't gonna hold you long. I ain't gonna hold you long at all. But before I get started, I want to say let's send a prayer out to the 12-year-old boy that got shot down Dunbar on Friday. Yes, send some love out to himself and the family. Uh, they say he's recovering nicely, but you know the trauma and moving forward, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be some work. So sending prayers out to the family and to the and especially to the young man, to the young boy. Now listen here, good people. I came to y'all Friday just for an update, give y'all an update of what was going on at the game. Now this is the first this ever happened to my knowledge down Dunbar. So this took away this is a whole big old black cloud. It was a whole black cloud that came on Friday, and basically I can still feel it today. And with some of y'all saying, Taz, it wasn't nobody that happened. It wasn't a student. No, it wasn't a student. We can't control what we can't control. I understand that. That was outside of us and things of that nature. But see, this is one of this, and this no is no fault of our own. It's no fault of anyone at the school. No, not at all. However, I'm saying this right here, this gonna be one of the main talking points for the haters to speak down on Dunbar. Yeah, and I get it, cause I feel the same way about my kids. You want your kid to be safe when you go to work. You want your kid in school. You expect your kid to be safe and doing the right thing, right? Check. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I I I I go so hard for Dunbar and City, Baltimore public schools. But I'm really when I speak about the Baltimore City public schools, I'm talking about the public schools all over this country, all over this country. And sometimes I may don't speak clear enough that y'all understand why I feel like this and things of that nature. And I feel like another video, I go there. But when things happen like this on Friday, this gives people excuses to say X, Y, Z. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: it's false. A couple things I can say, and people in Baltimore City and around the area, they will agree. We do have alumni. We all a family. I ain't saying we kumbaya like everybody like each other. No, I'm not saying that. We just like any other high school. However, we got a different type of love when it comes to our school. Maybe because it was what the second the second the second black high school in Baltimore City, the first black high school in East Baltimore. I mean, so you know it's historical. It's Dunbar is Baltimore. That's what I want y'all to understand. Dunbar is Baltimore. I understand people. Listen, don't like the program because you just like one person. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't no program perfect. None. The whole purpose, the whole point is if you're going to a powerhouse program, and this go for anybody to go into a school that's known for their sports. You're going there for a reason. You're going there for a reason to get seen so you can go to college. And that right there, Dunbar is still doing that. Just remember that. They still putting players in school. They still putting players in school. Now listen, I don't understand how some of y'all. I don't even know why I'm breaking this down because y'all was in high school once, and I know y'all my age. Some of y'all we was we would have went to school. We was in school together, and y'all talking like things was going on right now. It just happens. It's just no. This just like they were shooting at the game on Friday. They were shooting and you know what? I'm gonna show y'all. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. But like I said, I don't want to come on here because I came on here and I started ranting anyway. But let's say this: I love Baltimore City. I love our people. You know, I don't like niggas, but I love our people. You know. However, let's pray for each other. Let's be smart. Pay attention to your surroundings. Understand that everybody ain't for you. Is it desperate time? It's desperate times now for a lot of people. We in a recession. At the end of the day, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the people at the bottom of the totem pole before we even gonna hurt the top. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. We're coming live from Taz TV. Holla.
A 16-year-old was shot and killed. 3 other people were injured in a shooting at a high school football game in Oklahoma on Friday night. This happened in Choctaw, that is outside of Oklahoma City, about half an hour east. Listen to the live stream of the game now and watch as players run from the field.
What is going on? What's happening? I have no idea what's happening. What is going on?
Game ends in gunfire on the south side, sending 2 teenagers to the hospital. It happened in the Woodlawn neighborhood late Friday night. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos is live near Mount Carmel High School where it happened and spoke to an eyewitness who saw all the chaos. Andrew.
Now you can see it was a very chaotic situation that unfolded right outside Mount Carmel High School. This is on the intersection of 64th and Blackstone just after 10 p.m. Now you have a couple of
office there around 8:30 p.m. last night. A 16-year-old was killed and a 28-year-old woman was shot outside the Port Allen Bruley football game. Now some people are saying football Friday nights may never be the same. The Port Allen Pelicans were playing their first official game of the season against Bruley High when shots were fired. The big question now for everyone is if the suspect had a target.
We're working diligently around the clock. Investigators have been up last night following leads. We leaving no stone unturned, looking at every angle of this.
Many people and loved ones took to social media disturbed, saying that Port Allen is a family-oriented.
Paramedics brought both victims here to Comer Children's Hospital. One of them, a 16-year-old boy, suffered critical injuries. The shooting happened as people were leaving last night's game at Mount Carmel High School in Woodlawn. Top-ranked Mount Carmel took on Morgan Park High School.
And a woman injured following a shooting outside a high school football game Friday night in Port Allen. Fox 44's Whitney Thomas has more.
Sydney, deputies with the West Baton Rouge Sheriff Office say around